Let me share something about life that nobody wants to hear. The road to success is always under construction. It's got mountaintops and valleys, thunderstorms and earthquakes. You see, right now, someone in this room is going through their own personal earthquake. Someone else is weathering their private storm. And yet another is climbing what feels like an endless mountain. Want to know the single biggest mistake people make? Expecting life to go smoothly. It won't. It never has. It never will. Think about that for a moment. Every single person you admire, every hero, every champion, every success story, they all face their storms. But I'm about to show you the one weapon that never fails against discouragement. A weapon so powerful it can transform your darkest valley into your greatest victory. The twin forces here is a truth about joy and depression. They cannot occupy the same space. It's physically impossible, like trying to be in summer and winter at the same time. Let me share something personal. 10 years ago, I hit rock bottom, lost everything. My business, my savings, my confidence. But I discovered something extraordinary in that darkness. You see, gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice, it's emotional alchemy. It turns pain into purpose, problems into possibilities, and setbacks into comeback. Today, we're going to learn how to use gratitude as your unstoppable force against discouragement. And trust me, this isn't some motivational fluff. This is battle-tested wisdom. Wow, man, content. A focus shift, the downward spiral always starts the same way. Focusing on what's not happening instead of what is. Let me tell you about James. He lost his job during the pandemic. 3 kids, mortgage, bills piling up. Every morning, he'd wake up focused on what he'd lost. Until one day, something shifted. He started focusing on what remained: his health, his family's love, his skills, his experience. Within 3 months, he'd started a successful consulting business. You see, focus isn't just about what you see, it's about what you choose to see. Think of a camera lens. When you zoom in on the dark spots, everything looks dark. But pull back, and you see the whole picture. Consider this. Right now, your heart is beating about 100,000 times a day. Your lungs are processing 11,000 liters of air. Your brain is processing millions of bits of information. And you're not even thinking about it. Action challenge #1. Start your gratitude lens journal. Each morning, write down 3 things that are working in your life, no matter how small. Story continues. The space rule of joy and depression cannot coexist in the same space. It's a law of emotional physics. Let me prove it to you right now. Think of your biggest current problem. Got it? Now, quickly name 5 things you're profoundly grateful for. Feel that shift? That's not coincidence. That's science. Like trying to fill a glass with both oil and water. One will always displace the other. Let me tell you about Dr. Robert Brooks, a Harvard psychologist who studied resilience for over 40 years. He found that the most resilient people weren't the ones with fewer problems. They were the ones who practiced intentional gratitude. Consider the story of Viktor Frankl in the Nazi concentration camps. In the midst of unimaginable horror, he found gratitude in the smallest things: a sunset, a kind word, even a crust of bread. That gratitude didn't just sustain him, it gave him purpose. Action challenge #2. Create your joy displacement protocol. When depression creeps in, immediately list 5 sources of joy. The gratitude weapon. Want to know why gratitude is a serious success principle? Because it's impossible to be miserable and grateful at the same time. Let me share something profound. Gratitude isn't just an emotion, it's a strategy. The most successful people I know aren't just occasionally grateful, they're strategically grateful. Think about Oprah Winfrey. From age 9 to 13, she endured unimaginable trauma. But she made gratitude her weapon. Every single day, she wrote down 5 things she was grateful for. Today, she credits this practice as the foundation of her success. The other day, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. By gratitude, item 13, I was fine. Why? Why? Because I was alive, breathing, healthy. Those aren't small things. They're miracles we've gotten used to. Let me tell you about Sarah, a cancer survivor. During her darkest days of chemotherapy, she started what she called her gratitude game. Every time she felt pain, she'd find something to be grateful for. The pain didn't disappear, but it lost its power over her spirit. Action challenge #3. Begin your emergency gratitude list. Keep it handy for those dark moments. The reality check life has ebbs and flows. That's not a problem. That's the design. Think about nature for a moment. The tide goes in and out. The sun rises and sets. Seasons change. Would you call any of that a failure? Instead of fighting the waves, learn to surf them with gratitude. Consider the bamboo tree. For 4 years, it grows underground, showing no visible signs of progress. Then, in the 5th year, it grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. Was it doing nothing for those 4 years? Or was it building the foundation for explosive growth? The gratitude multiplier here is something powerful about gratitude. It multiplies what you have, not physically, but perceptually, and perception becomes reality. Let me tell you about the 2 brothers study. 2 identical twins raised in poverty. One became bitter, focusing on what they lacked. The other became grateful, focusing on the opportunities their challenges created. 20 years later, their lives couldn't be more different. The gratitude practice here is something revolutionary about gratitude. It's not just a response to good things, it's a creator of good things. Let me share an experiment conducted at Harvard. They took 2 groups of sales professionals. One group spent 5 minutes each morning listing things they were grateful for. The other group just started their day as usual. After 21 days, the gratitude group had increased their sales by 37%. Their customer satisfaction scores were higher. Their stress levels were lower. You see, gratitude isn't just about counting your blessings. It's about making your blessings count. Action challenge. #4. Begin your gratitude ripple effect journal. Each evening, write down how your gratitude affected others today. The transformation protocol, and to know the most powerful thing about gratitude, it doesn't just change your perspective, it changes your brain. Dr. Andrew Newberg, a neuroscientist at Thomas Jefferson University, discovered something fascinating. When people practice gratitude consistently, their brain actually starts creating new neural pathways. Think about that for a moment. You're not just feeling different, you're becoming different. Let me tell you about Michael, a veteran suffering from PTSD. Traditional therapy helped, but it was his daily gratitude practice that transformed his life. He started with being grateful for simple things: a quiet moment, a deep breath, a cup of coffee. Today, he helps other veterans find healing through gratitude. Why? Because gratitude isn't just an attitude, it's a healing force. Action challenge #5. Start your neural rewiring program. Every hour, stop for 30 seconds and find something to be grateful for. The legacy effect: there's something profound about gratitude. It's contagious. When you become a person of gratitude, you create ripples that affect generations. Consider this study from the University of California. Children who were raised in homes where gratitude was practiced daily were 60% more likely to be resilient in face of challenges. They were also 40% more likely to achieve their academic goals and 35% more likely to maintain positive relationships. You're not just changing your life, you're changing your legacy. The Gratitude Shield. Let me tell you something powerful about gratitude. It's not just a weapon against discouragement. It's a shield against future storms. Dr. Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology, found that people who practice daily gratitude are 31% more resilient when facing adversity. Think about that. Your gratitude today is building your strength for tomorrow. Action Challenge #6. Create your resilience bank. Each day, deposit 3 gratitudes. Watch your emotional wealth grow. The ultimate choice here is standing at a crossroads. One path leads down the spiral of what's missing. The other leads to appreciation of what's present. The choice seems obvious, doesn't it? But here's the catch. You have to make this choice every single day. Sometimes every single hour. Let me share something personal. Every morning, I make a conscious decision. Before my feet hit the floor, before I check my phone, before I face the world, I choose gratitude. The path forward, remember. Gratitude defeats discouragement every time. Focus determines feeling joy and depression cannot coexist. Your gratitude today shapes your tomorrow. Every breath is a blessing. Final challenge. The Gratitude Warriors Declaration. Stand up. Right now. Feel your current struggles. Now, make this declaration. I choose gratitude over grievance. I focus on what I have, not what I lack. I am breathing. I am living. I am growing. This moment has value. And I am unstoppable. The power of community. Share your gratitude victory in the comments below. Let's build a community of warriors who understand that gratitude isn't just an attitude. It's a weapon against darkness. Because here's the truth. When one person becomes grateful, they light a torch. When many become grateful, they light up the world. Remember, you can't be discouraged and grateful at the same time. Choose your weapon. Your daily mission starting tomorrow morning. Before you reach for your phone, before you check your email, before you face the world, pause. Take 3 deep breaths and find 3 things to be grateful for. Feel the shift. Notice the change. Embrace the power. Together we appreciate. Together we grow. Together we prove that gratitude is the ultimate antidote to despair. Your transformation begins now. Not when life gets easier, not when problems disappear. Now, because gratitude isn't just a practice, it's a revolution. And you're not just a participant, you're a revolutionary. Rise, gratitude warrior. Your new life awaits. Take this moment. Take this truth. Take this power. And remember, in a world full of storms, gratitude is your unshakable shelter. Now go. Transform your life. Change your world. One grateful moment at a time.